Hi everyone, I'm Tina, the creative guru with Gems, Paper, Scissors, and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Today I am finishing the second half of layout 1 from the Sweet Halloween Scrapbooking Workshop kit by Stampin' Up! As you may already know, the instructions come with all of your cutting guides, what you may or may not choose to use. It comes with stickers, pre-cut items, and usually a specialized exclusive printed paper. It's not really a DSP because our DSPs are two-sided, and some of the specialty paper specifically designed for this kit is actually one-sided. I am going to now split my screen so that you can see my desktop as I work. So I am going to be following these instructions. They take you step by step. I have already done my prepare for the most part. I have not actually mounted my photos yet. So without further ado, let's get crafting. Okay, so it says to, there we go, got all my little things off to the side for the most part. It does say to pre-mount my photos, so I am going to do that. I like to use the glue dots because my photos are a little glossy on paper, and I find that the dots hold them better long term. And as you know, memory keeping for me can be temporary, but usually I want it to last for generations to come. So that is what I am doing. My dogs are slurping in the background. They just came in from playing hard. So they're having their drink of water, in case you're wondering what the background sound is. And so this layout 1 for me is going to be focused predominantly along Halloween and trick-or-treating for my two-legged grandchildren. The next one will probably be my four-legged grandchildren. And then finally, I am considering doing that layout centered around my own children. Okay, so I've got my photos all matted. So now it says to use dark pumpkin pie cardstock as your base. So I've got that. And this is two-sided, so I'm using the dark side as recommended. Then it says to adhere one eye. And when I'm cutting, it tells you what piece it is, and I try to take a piece of pencil and jot down that piece identifier there. And it's usually on the back side, but if I mistakenly put it on what ultimately becomes the front, then I just either cover it with photos or embellishments, or once I'm close to finishing the layout and I know that there's just no real convenient way to hide that demarcation, I will then take my eraser and remove it. Okay, now it says to place one J, K, L, M, N, O, and P. Okay. So J is this fun little purple piece, and I'm going to put it here. And it is supposed to be the purple up, and so you can see the writing there. I will probably still be covering it up with photos or other DSP, so we'll give it a hot minute to figure out. Just like so. And I am eyeballing it today. Yesterday, it's live, I used my tape measure. That's generally not what I do. I am a go by the seat of my pants, eyeball it kind of gal. Okay, so that was J. This is K. And again, my writing is on top. So I'm going ahead and get this adhered down. And because the photo example shows where my photos and such are going to be going, I'm going to put the writing towards the top in hopes that my photos will cover it. And if not, again, I am totally capable of erasing it. Okay, so there's K. Now for L. Which is this one. And I again want the purple up like so. And that's another one that I wrote on the side that's showing, but that on this piece especially should be fine because I'm putting some pieces there. So you see how these are really nicely patterned, but the back side is plain. This is one of the special exclusive to this kit cardstocks or pattern paper. So now try K, L, M is this one. And we're going to use the candy papered side to go down here. So I'm going to want to make sure my candy is facing the right direction. And eyeball that. That should be okay. And if it's off, it's fine. M, N can go up here. O is almost directly under there. And I'm literally just following these instructions step by step. Anybody can do this, or you can always just follow along. P in the example is a little off-centered here. So we're going to do that. And on top of this, it's going to have our trick or treat. And I'm going to attach that with my dimensionals. And I'm going to use quite a few of these because I, again, want this to last a lifetime. And this piece, you can see I'm using the border. I do not waste adhesive, okay? If it's there and it is usable, odds are I'm going to use it. Now we'll take the backs off. I am supposed to be attaching my photos now, but I just had to get this trick or treat on. It was making me too happy sitting on the side, and I needed to use it. Just like so. Okay. This is going to go just like that. Okay. So now I'm supposed to attach my 3 photos and start my stickers. So this is my oldest one. Then here and here. And you see, I did not actually, with this setup, I'm not actually going to cover up that writing. So, but I know that I'm supposed to be putting this candy corn. It should go here, but I'm going to move it down and cover that up. Okay, so I've got a plan in place. Let's go ahead and get everything down and going. Looks like I need to change my adhesive because I am out. I keep a cup or a basket of all of my adhesive that I use for a month because seeing that collection really makes me know that I am getting my crafty hat on a pretty regular basis. And that keeps me pretty happy. So our stamp and seal is refillable. So you just go ahead and pop open your case like so. One side has prongs and the other one is more, it has a little upraise, but not a full prong. So just pull out your stamp and seal. Careful not to adhere yourself into it. Line up the prongs, pop that in, and then close it up. And it is ready to continue creating. And it takes a moment sometimes to get it really going, but this one was pretty handy. Just like so. And again, I use quite a bit. I'm going to raise this one just a little to add some visual dimension. There we go. Then I'm going to bring this one back down. I do this partly because it helps just keep the eyes moving, but it also means that if I don't have it perfectly straight, it is less catastrophic. So that is one of my tips. If you really want it perfectly straight, grab a ruler or a straight piece to line up your dimension. Okay, I'm going to use a dimensional on this because I want it popping up off of these photos like so. And there, my writing is nicely covered. The photo example now has this cute little ghosty who happens to be one of our stickers. I'm going to pop it out and slide that under. I do go through and I write down the number that I think each sticker goes to. So I know that this goes on layout 1. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this over. It goes down here. And I'm going to overlay it just a little bit off of the candy piece that we adhered earlier. Just like so. Let's go ahead and give you some more light to see by because the day is moving along. Okay. Now I am just down to some of the candy corn and Mr. Squawky. He kind of has this flappity crumpy look about him to me. So again, I want him lifted up. So I like having visual dimension and appeal. But you can run with tape runners, liquid glue, dimensionals. You pick your adhesive. Okay. This is your project. Make it where you are happy. Okay. So there's that. Now I have, let's take a look and see how many pieces of candy corn I've got laying around. Okay, I've got 3 I've already done those 2. I still have these 3 and these 3. So that tells me some of this is stickers. Also, I know today was a howl is also a sticker. And so we're going ahead and put that there. We'll grab a couple of pieces of candy corn. And just kind of tuck these around hither and yon. Just like that. And then we'll grab, and you see the pop-out ones have what project they go to. So it is really pretty easy to play with these. Boop. Boop. And boop. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got these. Then go ahead and put 1 right there. And I seem to be short a piece of candy corn, and I'm okay with that. I could go searching my desk and see where it slithered off to, but honestly, I'm really okay with this layout. I'm very happy with it. I'll do the journaling later. So here's the first one. Here's the second one. And I used some of these really cool Shimmer Star foam stickers over on the left-hand side. So I am going to go ahead and grab my Take Your Pick tool and carry that over a little bit. Just because I think it's fun. I've got some little stars right here, and that's how I used my white ones on the left. So we're going to go ahead and continue that theme. And grab a small little star here and a medium star for, we're going to overlap onto that little journaling piece. And then we're going to grab a large star and put it there. So it's kind of a small little triangle, as I tend to do. It makes my eyes travel further. And then I will do just like on the other side. I had 3 of these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful purpley toned stars. And I'm going to go ahead and I've got these down here. I'm going to move these to right here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And I think, let's take a look here. Other than my journaling, I think I really, really like this. Let's see if I can get you a full view. There you go. So that concludes today's Creative Live. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to give a shout out, leave a comment, and I will be back on Monday with our Color My Story Monday, where I will show you how to utilize your Stampin' Pads on how to bring color beyond the stamp. Bye for now. Happy crafting.